Welcome to Canadian Driver Knowledge Test, your ultimate guide to mastering Ontario's commercial driving knowledge tests. Get prepared, get confident, and hit the road safely. Subscribe now and start your journey to success. Question 1. What is meant by hitting the pin in the context of coupling a trailer? Place the transmission in reverse and then partially release the clutch to move the power unit backward in a short, sharp motion. B. Using a small sledge, loosen the pin. C. Place the transmission in the lowest gear and then partially release the clutch to move the power unit in a short, sharp motion. D. None of the above. The answer is A. Place the transmission in reverse and then partially release the clutch to move the power unit backward in a short, sharp motion. Question 2. What are standard color codes used for air hoses in the industry? A. Green and yellow. B. Blue and yellow. C. Blue and red. D. Black and red. The answer is C. Blue and red. Question 3. Which of the following is not a procedure when uncoupling a fifth wheel on a tractor-trailer? Ensure the fifth wheel is not in contact with the trailer and the tractor frame is still under the trailer. B. Pull the tractor forward far enough to disengage the fifth wheel. C. Apply tractor parking brakes and place transmission in neutral. D. Place the vehicle in reserve and move it back slightly. The answer is D. Place the vehicle in reserve and move it back slightly. Question 4. What is the primary cause for a commercial vehicle being put out of service? A. Broken piston. B. Broken wheel hub. C. Out of adjustment air brakes. D. Low compression. The answer is C. Out of adjustment air brakes. Question 5. Is conducting a daily inspection mandatory according to the Highway Traffic Act? A. Yes. B. Only for Class D vehicles. C. No. D. Only for Class A vehicles. The answer is A. Yes. Question 6. What is the minimum tread depth in millimeters required for the rear tire of a motor vehicle measured in two adjacent tread grooves? A. 1.5 millimeters. B. 2.5 millimeters. C. 1.8 millimeters. D. 0.5 millimeters. The answer is A. 1.5 millimeters. Question 7. For a motor vehicle with a gross vehicle rating over 4,500 kilograms, what is the minimum tread depth required for the front tires measured in two adjacent tread grooves? A. 3.5 millimeters. B. 2.5 millimeters. C. 3 millimeters. D. 2 millimeters. The answer is C. 3 millimeters. Question 8. How often is a driver required to complete a vehicle inspection? A. 48-hour period. B. 24-hour period. C. 12-hour period. D. 18-hour period. The answer is B. 24-hour period. Question 9. What documentation accompanies an annual inspection certificate and an annual inspection record? A. A medallion. B. A completion letter. C. An annual inspection sticker. D. None of the above. The answer is C. An annual inspection sticker. Question 10. For how much overhang is a driver required to place a red flag at the end of a load? A. 1 meter. B. 3 meters. C. 1.5 meters. D. 2.5 meters. The answer is C. 1.5 meters. Question 11. During a pre-trip inspection, if a minor defect is found, what actions should a driver take? A. Record the defect on the inspection report and report the defect to the operator. B. Repair it. C. Inform the employer. D. Record the defect on the inspection report and fix it. The answer is A. Record the defect on the inspection report and report the defect to the operator. Question 12. Who is responsible for ensuring that the cargo is evenly balanced and securely fastened to prevent shifting? A. The carrier. B. The driver. C. The shipper. D. All of the above. The answer is B. The driver. Question 13. If a driver operates within a 160 kilometers radius from their starting point and returns there by the end of the day, they may be exempt from carrying what? A. A dangerous goods certificate. B. All of the above. C. A KVER. D. A daily log. The answer is D. A daily log. Question 14. What is another word for free play in the steering system? A. Pull. B. Lag. C. Shift. D. Lash. The answer is D. Lash. Question 15. The daily inspection is conducted in accordance with what regulations or guidelines? A. Vehicle manufacturer's guidelines. B. An inspection schedule. C. Driver's discretion. D. The company policy. The answer is B. An inspection schedule. Question 16. What is the most effective way for drivers to ensure their vehicle is in safe operating condition? A. Repairing anything broken after it happens. B. Performing a monthly inspection. C. Performing a daily inspection. D. Performing an annual inspection. The answer is C. Performing a daily inspection. Question 17. Which of the following is not necessary to ensure that a unit remains stationary when parked? A. Set parking brakes. B. Block the unit by placing chocks or blocks on the rear wheel, front and back of wheel, on one or both sides of the unit or trailer. C. Under no circumstances should a driver use the trailer hand valve or the tractor protection valve to hold a parked unit. D. Leave the vehicle in the lowest gear or neutral. The answer is D. Leave the vehicle in the lowest gear or neutral. Question 18. Just before coming to a complete stop, why should you slightly release the brakes? A. To avoid a jerk and rebound. B. To avoid locking your wheels. C. To rebuild the air pressure. D. To avoid a jerk and rebound. The answer is A. To avoid a jerk and rebound. Question 19. According to hours of service regulations, what is the minimum number of off-duty hours required for a driver each day? A. 8 hours. B. 10 hours. C. 6 hours. D. 12 hours. The answer is B. 10 hours. Question 20. Following a minimum of 8 hours off-duty, what is the maximum number of driving hours a driver is allowed? A. 8 hours. B. 10 hours. C. 6 hours. D. 13 hours. The answer is D. 13 hours. Question 21. After having at least 8 hours off-duty, what is the maximum number of consecutive on-duty hours a driver can have before they are prohibited from driving? 8 hours, 10 hours, 14 hours, 6 hours. The answer is D. 14 hours. Question 22. For a first offense at a commercial vehicle impound program inspection station, what is the impound period for a vehicle found to have critical defects? A. 7 days. B. 30 days. C. 10 days. D. 15 days. The answer is D. 15 days. Question 23. Within a 7-day period, what is the maximum number of on-duty hours a driver can accumulate before they are restricted from driving? A. 90 hours. B. 80 hours. C. 70 hours. D. 75 hours. The answer is C. 70 hours. Question 24. A driver may only switch the cycle they are on if they meet which conditions? A. They start a new cycle. B. They are taking over from another driver. C. It has been requested by their employer. D. All of the above. The answer is A. They start a new cycle. Question 25. If the same vehicle is found with critical defects within a 2-year period, what is the impoundment period? A. 15 days. B. 10 days. C. 30 days. D. 60 days. The answer is C. 30 days. Question 26. In a 14-day period, a driver cannot drive after being on duty for more than how many hours? A. 140 hours. B. 150 hours. C. 160 hours. D. 120 hours. The answer is D. 120 hours. Question 27. Check the brakes immediately after getting the vehicle underway. Within at least how many minutes or distance? A. 50 meters. B. 15 meters. C. 30 meters. D. 25 meters. The answer is B. 15 meters. Question 28. Aside from buses, which types of vehicles are subject to hours of service regulations? A. Commercial motor vehicles having gross weight or registered gross weight over 4,500 kilograms. B. Any vehicle where you're able to earn a living. C. Commercial motor vehicles having gross weight or registered gross weight over 11,000 kilograms. D. None of the above. The answer is A. Commercial motor vehicles having gross weight or registered gross weight over 4,500 kilograms. Question 29. What steps should you take if the low air pressure warning device activates? A. Place the vehicle in the highest gear. B. Shift to neutral and let the engine idle at 900 RPM to build up pressure. C. Avoiding touching the brakes to give them time to build up pressure. D. Stop immediately in the safest available place and correct the loss of air pressure before proceeding. The answer is D. Stop immediately in the safest available place and correct the loss of air pressure before proceeding. Question 30. When should you avoid activating the differential lock? A. When the wheels are spinning. B. When the warning light is illuminated. C. When the wheels are stationary. D. When the warning gauge says not to. The answer is A. When the wheels are spinning.